Okay, well, good evening, everybody. We've had a little chat leading up to this. So, if you have just listened to a whole load of chat while I was preparing, um, then thank you. If you are listening and watching this somewhere other than Facebook, we only just started recording, so you've missed out on all of that. That'll teach you to not be in the Facebook group. That fun, the fun stuff happens in the Facebook group. Um, And Mary's here too. Hi, Mary. Mama Brown, one of my favorite people on the planet. So let's get started. This session workshop, he's going to bark again. No, buddy. Buddy, come here, dude. This kind of workshop training is about well, put it this way, the thing that I want you to leave with, and this is really presumptuous of me to say so, but the thing that I want you to leave with is that it's okay to feel stuff. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to put a lid on emotions sometimes when you know that you've got to be together. Yeah. But it's also really important that if you do put your emotions aside, that you still deal with them at some point. Are you going to settle down for me now, maybe? Maybe? He's such a fussy boy today. Bless his heart. So that's the intention for today. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, yeah, we go. Right. So I don't really have any notes for this, so it could end up being a little bit all over the place. Because I wanted to just speak to you all from the heart. So I suppose the first question to start with is, why am I encouraging you to deal with emotional pain? Yeah. When it's just as easy for you to hide it, numb it, ignore it. You know, to take phrases from other people, you can push it down or you can push through the emotional pain. But the problem with it is that it really causes us to become detached. Yeah. Detached from life. People pleasers in particular, do this kind of stuff. Yeah. And and we push all of these emotions to one side so that we can continue to serve people, continue to be what everybody else needs. But I'm here to tell you, excuse me looking down, I'm just keeping an eye out for questions. Oh, dog just knocked a bowl over in the kitchen. He's being a noisy monkey today. And sure. Right. When this pushing through, pushing down, ignoring, numbing, hiding and ignoring of our emotions happens day after day after day after day after day, we can become really cold, empty shells of the loving, caring creatures that we're meant to be. Yeah. We can actually become, that cold and empty shell of the human that we truly are, that we should be. And that's why one of the things that I really enjoy teaching is how to allow the feeling of emotional pain. And that allows us in turn then to learn the lesson that that pain is giving us. And to move on without allowing that stress, that pain, that anguish to be stored in our bodies. When I'm speaking to a new person who I've not met before or who I've not spent much time with, one of the early questions I ask them, just to assess how the trauma responses has settled in this particular human, is I ask them, are there any moments when something comes out of your mouth, yeah, And you catch yourself and you think, where the Jesus did that come from? Yeah. Because those explosions are where your body has had enough of storing stuff. Oh, Coach Robin has just joined me on Zoom, which means I need to go back to the Zoom window to let her in. There we go. So the what part of it, I'm just going to adjust my settings so that we just record me. Ooh. Oh, here we go. We need to hide non-video people. Or pin me, perhaps. Pin me. Here we go. There we go. Going to spotlight me. There we go. So we've talked already about how easy it is for us to try and ignore and hide and numb our emotions. Yeah. And how they can come out of us in like explosions that make us think, where the beep did that come from? Yeah. And that's one of those questions that I ask just about everybody who I get to know, because those explosions, those moments where another voice speaks for us, are really, really frequent symptoms of hidden trauma, of people pleasing as a trauma response, and in particular of suppressed pain. Whether that pain is physical pain or emotional pain, it gets stored in the literal, in the fabric of your body. And so, you know, I mean, sometimes it could sound quite obvious that someone's going to be a little bit snappy or a little bit narky if they're in physical pain. Yeah? But that suppressed emotional pain has the same effect, literally the same effect. So how can we move beyond bouts of physical and emotional pain? We did physical pain mostly last week, but the question now is, how can we deal with emotional pain in a way that is productive? Right. Well, the first thing I'm going to say is that there are probably more alternatives than those that I'm going to list now, because like I said, I've not got lists or notes or anything like that in front of me, so I'm just speaking to you from the heart. In order to improve your current state of life, yeah, mindfulness is the key thing. Now, mindfulness is a big umbrella heading, and it can cover everything from meditation, breath work, talking therapies, coaching, visualization, hearts work, gratitude, loads of things. Loads of things are all in that heading of mindfulness. It doesn't have to be just meditation. I mean, I say this over and over again. Self-care and mindfulness does not have to be massages and bubble baths. As nice as massages and bubble baths are, yeah, as nice as they are, self-care can also be cradling a cup of coffee first thing in the morning, watching the birds on the bird feeder, like I do most mornings, usually from the kitchen window. Or it can be putting aside the chore of walking the dog and making the decision that you are going to go for a walk and you're going to take the dog with you. I know it sounds like you're still just walking the dog and it's still a chore, but how you talk to yourself is really important. Really important. There are so many little, exercises and things that I could go through. But the one that I think is going to work best with the people who are here, that's Christy, Alison, and Alan, not Alison, I do apologize, and Mary, is to think back to a point of emotional pain and hold that pain in one hand. Look at it, examine it. Look at it like it's like one of those instant pictures, like a Polaroid. Yeah. So it's a Polaroid snapshot of the memory that brings that emotional pain. And look at it literally like you're looking through a window. It's not happening to you right now. Yeah. This is a memory that you're exploring with your visual cortex. Your brain doesn't honestly know the difference between looking at me now and looking at a picture of me, which is why when I turn my camera off, she says, trying to remember how to turn a camera off. Hang on, I've got to go to here. Right. If I turn my camera off, you know that that's me because you know what I look like. The fact that my hair is cut really short, that I'm wearing white and I've got different glasses on, yeah, doesn't stop you recognizing me because you've held a version of me in your memory. So let's take that memory out of your head into that Polaroid picture, and you're looking at a moment of emotional pain. Once you've got that in your mind, I want you to literally take it and put it face down on a surface. Do it with your hand, you know, like you were taking something and putting it down, face down. And then in your other hand, hold a moment of joy. Like first moment you saw your child's face, or the moment when your husband turned to greet you as you walked up the aisle, or the first time you saw a red admiral bird. Are they cardinals? Red cardinals? Anyway, pick something out of your head that's a singular moment of joy and look at it. Don't think about it too hard. Just look at it. Just allow your eyes to see that moment. And then with your eyes closed, pick up the other picture. So that in your mind now, purely in your mind, you're looking at the joy picture, and then you're looking at the emotional pain picture. And I want you to look backwards and forwards between those two situations. And slowly, without you even asking it to, slowly your body's going to realize and learn for itself that you can hold deep emotional pain and deep and uplifting joy at the same time. Yeah. This duality that our brains are capable of, that our minds are capable of, enable us to know the difference between like black edges on these pictures and a lighter wall, or the almost white. We can see the difference between black and white, and we can see the difference because of light waves, and we can see the difference not on the back of our retinas but inside our brains. And what happens is that the emotion brought on from that image is then allowed to be felt. And we can look at that deep emotional pain picture and realize that without that pain, the recognition of this joy is more difficult. And whenever you find yourself thinking to yourself, this emotional pain, this particular emotional pain is different. It's more overwhelming. It's bigger. Yeah? Get your body still and centered. And then take the image out of your head into that Polaroid picture and look at it, knowing that your body can handle feeling it when you give it the time. And while your brain is busy looking at that picture, your body is busy processing that pain. I have no idea. Well, I have a couple of ideas, but they're my own ideas. I have no scientifically proven idea why looking at a picture of emotional pain and a picture of a joyful thing works inside your brain to present your body with a different version of reality. But it does. Yeah. When I first learnt the principles behind breath work, there were a few things that just went straight over my head. Like, for instance, if you're doing breath work with me and you're seated and you start to feel really, really dizzy, yeah, I always get you to put your hand on your head like this, fingers up, not curled around your head, yeah, but just put your palm on the top of your head and push down gently. I have no idea why that stops the room spinning, but it does. Yeah. If you can allow yourself to just allow a different way of looking at things, then a different way of looking at things is what's presented to you. You can literally create your own new version of what reality is, of what that emotional pain is. And you can change it in your own mind from being just pain to a lesson, from lesson to something that you pull against or that you push against. You can then create resistance, which when you lean into it, enables your body to learn, as well as your mind and your spirit. Am I? Oh, Bud, have you got a question, buddy? Have you got a question? Has anybody else got a question? Has anybody else got a question? He's such a noisy boy today. I have no idea why. But anyway, for now then, I'll leave you with that thought of allowing yourself to feel, feeling contrast in duality, and yeah, just allow yourself. By stopping yourself from feeling feelings, they will build up and build up and build up until they come flying out of your gob at the most inopportune moments. If you'd like to hang back for a couple of minutes on the live, I'm just going to stop the recording here.